Hey everybody, what's up? It's Colin583 here again. Today, taking a look at a very, very strange and pretty rare engine. This is an Ideal Model V. Sorry for the lighting here, I'm outside. And from what I've seen, I've only seen one of these online. And the guy who owns it says he's only seen about 5 in his life. I'll post a link to his channel down below. And he's been a big help getting this thing running again. But anyways, I got this with from the same guy I met at the Long Island Antique Power Association show. Video on that coming soon. And also the same guy who gave me the Wisconsin generator, also another video coming soon. And the same guy who gave me the Gravely parts, also another video coming soon. But I really wanted to video this thing so I could get it online and get some info on it, because I really don't know much. But I'll tell you what I do know in this video and we'll give it a run. This thing's just strange, and it's got quite a story behind it, or it must have. This originally came off a reel mower, and it normally had a clutch setup that would come off here, but mine's missing that. But either way, it's an Ideal Model V, and when I got it, the muffler was missing, and so was that oiler. Now I'm told that this oiler oils the rings, so I bought this on eBay. It seems to work pretty well. There's also supposed to be a housing around this fan, and this fan's supposed to have a 4th blade, but it broke off at some point in its life. There's also missing its belt, and this belt's actually just a piece of weather stripping. That's all it is. In fact, I just tied it in a knot. That's just a square knot there, but it's held on so far. Somebody also did a couple modifications to this thing in its life. Oh, I forgot to mention, I believe this thing was made in the 20s. But across its almost 100-year-old lifespan, somebody's made some modifications to this. First of all, they added an oil fill here. It's not supposed to be there, because they just, threaded it in there. This is actually a crankcase breather. Other modifications, probably the fan. That plastic doesn't look like it's 100 years old. Somebody's done some work with that. It's supposed to be a grease cup here, who knows. I'm still in the process of trying to figure this thing out. Also, this carburetor does not look original, simply because of that. I highly doubt that's the original piece. And also, from what I've heard, the original carburetors nobody liked, so they got rid of them. This is either brass or bronze or something, and I have no idea what it is. All I know is it says, you can't really see it, D&B, the Metal Products Company, Hartford, Connecticut, and it says, down there you go, you can see, it says PAT 112515, or 13, no, 15. And to me, that sounds awfully like a patent or manufacturing year number, 112315, November 23rd, 1915. So I think this is an older carburetor off something that somebody threw on here. And even this is just weird. The float goes this way and is facing up, and it raises and lowers as gas pours down underneath it. Also, that whole setup there, actually that gives you a better angle, looks a little homemade, especially seeing as though that nut is nowhere near even on all sides. But yeah, and somebody took a gas tank off like a Briggs Model N or something, because here's the top of the Briggs shroud, and added on this bracket here and down there, and that's the gas tank they added on. It's one of the ones with the little valve in the top. Seems to work. It's just a very interesting modification, because that's the top of a Briggs shroud. It's got an atmospheric intake, as you can see there. Spark plug looks original. Wire looks original. Your kill switch is buried down in there, which is fun to get to when this thing's running. Got dual flywheels, which are probably pretty heavy, and it chugs down pretty low. And somebody made this cart for it, which I'm not particularly fond of. I think I'm gonna take it off the cart or build a new cart, because it jumps around quite a bit, and it makes it bigger than it needs to be. Also in the future, I'd probably redo this gas tank thing, make it a little nicer, put it probably over here or back over here somewhere. Another weird thing with this engine is that the valves are right, they're on top of each other, right in here. So this is also a headless engine. That head does not come off. You have to pull the whole jug off. It's just a strange thing. It's got a lot of strange designs to it. But the intake valve is here and goes down. The exhaust valve is here and goes up. So they're pretty much in the same space. I don't know. It's wacky. I bought this oiler for it off eBay. I think it was like $25. And it's a Repro. It's meant for like steampunk lamps, but it actually does work. In fact, it's a little low on oil. I have to play with this a little bit. It seems to be dripping too much. But I'm going to go ahead and top that up a little bit here. Alright, that should do. Using an antique oil cup there too. Alright, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and fire this thing up here. There's not much else to talk about. I think I just crammed a lot of information into the last clip. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this thing up, and I'll come back in a second. Alright, so this is where it seems to be happy. I can get it to go down a little lower than that, but this carburetor is a little finicky, or actually very finicky. You can see it's blowing some smoke there because I haven't gotten that oiler 100% yet. It's a little bit, it's dripping a little too much. Also, there's a lot of gas around this carburetor. There's a leak in the top, and then this screw here is leaking. So I still got work to do on this thing. Obviously, I need to fix the fan and everything too. But it's running pretty well. It's a weird throttle setup too. Your throttle's back there. It's also got something here. Go ahead and put a little load on here. Ooh. Chugs right along, I love it. See, it's vibrating that cart apart. I'll have to make something up to put a load on this thing because it runs a lot better that way. But I'll give it a little shot of the valve action here. See, it's a bit smoky. There's also quite a bit of oil built up in that muffler, I think, too. And you see that carburetor's not 100%, so it shouldn't be surging up and down like that. Now it's going to die out on me. So yeah, it's not nearly 100%, but at least it runs. But yeah, it's just a wacky thing. And if anybody has any information on it, please let me know. There's actually a couple numbers on there. I think that says 1-1 there. Showed you the numbers on the carburetor. And there's numbers in there too. I think that says CS16 on 161 or something like that. Also, the cam is actually exposed. You can see that nut moving. That's actually the cam there. Like I said, it's a weird thing. You got this like a Gravely, so you fill it up until oil pours out of here when this is open. That's how you know you have enough oil. But anyways, I hope you guys just enjoyed this quick video, and like I said, if anybody has any information, please let me know. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.